That's my goal of this video, is I want to mix it with some potting soil, and then we're going to grow some lettuce. We're going to see if there's a difference between the lettuce grown in normal potting soil or the potting soil with 50-50 mix of this Lomi end product.
Sorry about the coloring. I'm getting used to a new camera.
Hello YouTube gardening fans. I have a video today I'm pretty excited about making. It is about kitchen countertop composters, and the one in particular I got was a Lomi. I didn't have enough money to buy one for a long time, so then I decided to check eBay, and I found one for $75, and that was a steal. So I took it. It had only been used 10 times what they said, and it came with all the stuff that I needed. Anyway, I'm pretty excited about it. I have been wanting one of these for a long time. So I do regular composting, but once you've gotten bit by the composting bug, so to speak, you want to do all forms of composting. That's why I do so many different forms of composting. And right now, in the middle of winter, there's not many options as far as composting. So I do the bokashi, which I have done in a separate video. But this kitchen countertop Lomi, I am pretty excited to use their product. And I'm going to move forward on showing you what to do. I have some kitchen scraps here. This is all vegetable scraps except for some rice. Vegetable and fruit, I should say. So I'm going to dump that all in. This is all stuff that was starting to get slimy or no longer good anymore. Stuff that I did not want anybody in my family eating. This one I have some eggshells, but you see that I have some chicken in there as well. So the cool thing about the Lomi, I've done it a few times now to get used to it. It can do kitchen scraps. By kitchen scraps, my first load I did chicken poppy seed casserole with some other pasta. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was spaghetti. And I did some beans in there that were mixed with seasoning. My only concern when it comes to using chicken or casseroles, like I said I did, is the fact that they're so high in sodium. This chicken, however, was just poached in a little bit of chicken broth, so there's not much sodium in this. I just think too much sodium might cause problems for the soil that I'm going to mix this with, for the plants that I'm going to plant in that mixed soil. That's my goal of this video, is I want to do this and run it on the grow cycle. Lomi has several different cycles. The grow cycle claims to not get hot enough that you kill all the different bacteria and stuff that are in these. So when you plant in soil, those beneficial bacteria might still be there. So this compost accelerator tab, I'm supposed to put on here. I have right here a pre-measured 50 milliliters of water that I'm going to pour over that tab. Try to get it foaming and breaking down on its own already. If I can hear it bubbling, I'll see if I can get the microphone close enough. So I know that is activated and working. Then close the lid tight. So now I'm going to turn it on to the grow mode. It's lit up underneath the Eco Boost mode, I think is what it's called. So I have to hold this for 3 seconds to switch modes. That's Lomi approved mode, meaning you can do bioplastics that Lomi has approved. They have a list on their website. Okay, now it's on the grow mode. Again, that shouldn't get too hot, and we should be able to come back. I believe it said 6 to 8 hours for this mode, or maybe it was more like 20. I'll get back to you on that. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. You can hear the fan, maybe, and you can hear the tiller inside that's moving things around. It's going to start grinding things up. There are 2 stages of activated carbon to help keep the smell from getting too bad. I'm doing this in a bedroom to see, because I have not dared to do it on my countertop yet. My wife and I, we do not like our house to smell like food, so we're concerned that this composter will do that. So here's its first try indoors. I'm going to mix it with some potting soil, and then we're going to grow some lettuce. We're going to see if there's a difference between the lettuce grown in normal potting soil or the potting soil with 50-50 mix of this Lomi end product. I have no idea. I'm excited to see. So just to be clear, while we're running this Lomi, I want to make sure you understand I have no affiliation with them. I'm not getting sponsored by them in any way. This is just something I'm excited to do, that I've wanted to do, and I'm glad I finally have the opportunity to do it. And you're coming along for the learning experience with me. I'm curious and excited to see what the results are going to be. All right, it is the next day. The Lomi is all done. I am going to check it out and show you what the finished result is. Then I'm going to mix it with potting soil for one pot. Then we'll do another pot with straight up potting soil, and that's it. And we'll see if there's any difference in the growth. So to show you what it looks like, oops, I bumped the button. It looks like it did not completely dry out. Yeah, we're gonna run that cycle again. The Lomi is done. We're going to check on what the finished product looks like this time. It should be all dry compared to last time. It looks a lot more like dirt than it did last time we checked on it. So, it almost smells like a coffee mixed with a chicken bouillon, maybe. Probably from the chicken. All right, so as promised, I'm going to have one here as a control and one here that's mixed 50-50 or close to with this Lomi end product. I'm going to go ahead and dump this in. That's a potting mix that does not have any added nutrients. It is an organic one though, so it probably has forest products and stuff like that in it. Give this a little mix. Fill it back up. Move that out of the way. Right, important thing is to label them so we don't mix it up. I'm going to label this one Lomi. Lomi. And we'll call this control. Control, there we go. I don't like starting straight into straight up potting mix. I like to give the seeds a little bit more of a chance to start. So I'm going to sprinkle on real lightly some seed starting mix, just a little bit lighter than potting soil. And want to increase the chances of the seed germinating successfully. Just like that, not enough. I don't want to have a perched water table. I can talk more about that later in another video, but essentially if you transition from two different soil structures and types, then it can cause a perched water table, which means the water can't transition from the finer stuff or from the one type of material to the next type of material. So it's an old wives' tale, if you will, to put rocks in the bottom of your pots because it actually causes water to pool up where that transition from soil to rock is. And yeah, there's other videos online about it. You can check those out, but I'm going to do an experiment with this here soon. Then we have some, forgot to show you which kind, red romaine lettuce. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle these. I did the red romaine lettuce in a dense planting on one of my other videos, and man, that is looking good. And to try to be fair, I will trim these out once they start growing. I'll thin them out to the same number of seeds. And I have a water bottle here, a chemistry cleaner bottle. I'm going to spray it down a little bit here. Put on another dusting of seed starting mix. Again, real light. These seeds do not want to be buried deep. In fact, the seed packet says 1/16 of an inch. So light dusting. I might have actually even gone a little heavy-handed on this one. No, maybe not if I spread it out better. There we go. I think that'll be okay. Hopefully these will germinate in the next few days, and then I'll give them about 2 to 3 weeks of growth. I'll show you the results at that point, but that's going to be in a part 2 from this video. If you like this sort of thing, subscribe to the channel and make sure you get the part 2 to this video when I make that. These are a deep enough pot that I don't mind putting quite a bit of water in there. Normally I wouldn't start seedlings in a pot this deep, but since I'm planning on them directly growing for at least a couple weeks in here, I think it'll be just fine. I generally try to stay away from using single-use plastics. However, for this video, I'm going to cover them with this press and seal stuff. Try to keep the moisture in there a little bit longer. I've got enough projects going on. I might let some of them slip through the cracks right now and forget to water them to keep them moist. Seeds need to stay moist until they're germinated at least. At that point, you can start to let it dry out a little bit in between waterings. So that's that for this. Watch out for part 2 to this video. I'll post it here in hopefully a couple weeks. Hello, YouTube video. Hello, YouTube.